Hey, what's up guys, gals, and everyone in between? Josh here, and today we need to talk about the Mastery Pass in Magic the Gathering Arena. So for those of you that aren't aware of what Magic the Gathering Arena even is, it is a free-to-play version of Magic the Gathering that has basically the last year and a half's worth of cards, I believe. It's a little confusing. It's the last year or so, those cards, and it's a really good game. I really love it. It's a lot more intuitive than something like Magic Online, which has a lot of weird like UI issues, and it's really old and clunky and hard to use and just obtuse. This is a great experience for someone like me who plays the game very casually and also just wants to get quick games in and stuff. And I've been really enjoying it over the last couple months I've been playing it. They, however, have decided to add a battle pass called the Mastery Pass in the latest Core 2020 update. And as you can tell from the tone of my voice, I'm not incredibly enthusiastic about it. On top of that, a lot of the community around the game also doesn't seem super enthusiastic in so many words. There's a lot of, I would say, anger and criticism on the part of Wizards of the Coast for this whole system. I will say that this Mastery Pass is a little more generous than some other ones. You get a lot of packs and stuff, and that's not, and I'm talking about the free version. Don't spend any money. You actually get a fair amount of Core 2020 booster packs if you play enough. However, once you get to about level 80, it does sort of just stop. And after that, you pretty much have to buy the pass to get it. Now, I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to battle passes, especially this one, in theory. Like, I don't necessarily mind that, you know, a game gets new content every couple of months, and then you can play that content. What I really don't like about battle passes, and what MTG Arena seems to have done here, is I don't like the idea that I spend an amount of money and then I might not actually get all of the things I paid for. What I don't like is that I'm oftentimes paying about $10, or in the case of MTG Arena, $20. Just, woof, that's a lot of money. Paying that much money to basically chain myself to a game, because I feel like, well, you know, if I don't play 100 hours of Fortnite in the next 3 months, I'm not gonna get that cool werewolf skin, and in this case, oh my god, if I don't play MTG Arena every single day and finish my dailies every single day, like, I'm not gonna get that cool, you know, Liliana card skin thing or whatever it is. I can't even remember what the level 100 reward is, if I'm being honest. I'm not gonna get that, you know, awesome thing that I kind of already paid for, you know. Especially $20 is a lot to ask for something like a battle pass. And now, again, I understand, if you play the whole, if MTG Arena is basically the only game you play, like, it's fine probably. You're probably going to be okay. But what I think a lot of the anger stems from is that a lot of people, myself included, played this game incredibly casually. And in that way, I mean like maybe once a week, or maybe once every other week. They would play maybe once a week, and they would play for maybe an hour or two, and they could finish a bunch of their quests, get a bunch of gold, maybe earn a pack or two, open that up, keep working on a deck or something, or maybe they come in every week and they do like a booster draft, and then they stop, you know? I think with this new system, though, they've sort of taken a lot of that reward structure out. They're mostly punishing people like myself and like a lot of people that I've seen very angry about this. They're punishing the casual player. And now, I understand that in a way, the casual people who aren't spending $20 on the Mastery Pass are still earning a bunch of Core 2020 packs. Like, the free track has a lot of packs that you can get. The problem is that leveling up takes a long time, and it basically means that you have to log in every day and play MTG Arena for at least, you know, 30 minutes to an hour, however long it takes for you to unlock or finish your dailies and your weeklies and all that stuff. You basically feel like you have this fear of missing out, or feel like you're being chained to it. And I realize that, you know, a lot of people say, well, you could just ignore the Mastery Pass. It's like, yeah, I could really ignore it, but the problem is that a lot of games now are starting to build a lot of their content around these things. Like, they're spending more time investing their development resources that could be making new features or adding older cards to MTG Arena or making new cards, or new other things, I don't know, cosmetic items or events and things that could be happening in MTG Arena, and they're all being spent making Mastery Passes. They're all being spent making Mastery Pass decks and cosmetics and things for the tree, which there is a new Mastery Tree, which I like. I think it behooves them to have a new Mastery Tree every single core set, but for what I understand, you're not actually getting new decks, which is a little disappointing. I realize that the core MTG Arena experience gives you like 15 decks to play with, which is cool, and feels really good to have like all these different options. You don't, not unlike Hearthstone, you don't necessarily feel like, well, I only have a Druid and a Warlock deck that's good, and I got this quest that means I have to win with a Paladin, so I'm kind of screwed, right? I don't feel like I necessarily have that problem in MTG Arena. When it's like cast red and blue spells, like cast 25 of those for your daily, I just look at my deck list and I'm like, oh, I got this red and blue deck. That's a theme deck. It's not gonna get like rank me up in ranked, but I can go into normal play and probably just get some casual games in and finish my quest, and everything will be fine. I am a little upset that the Mastery Tree for this season is just kind of cosmetics. I would have liked to have seen, even if they weren't like, the most powerful or the most exciting decks, I think I would have liked to have just seen like some decks based around the core 2020 cards. Like, with a couple of cards from the previous set that are viable in standard or something, I would have liked to have seen something like that, just so that I feel like casual players can still sort of feel like they're earning something after they've completed the normal Mastery Tree, but that's a whole other discussion. Again, I want to believe that this will get better. Like, this Mastery Pass will maybe, like, they'll tone it down. I did read in a blog post on the site of the Mastery check-in list where they are planning on doing some events that will award XP and things, and they're saying that between XP codes and events, which XP codes, like, first of all, where are those coming from? I'm not sure. Maybe they say somewhere in here, but it says between XP codes and events, players will be able to earn a minimum of 15 levels worth of additional XP on top of what they receive from daily quests and win rewards. And they go on to say a bunch of other things in this post, and I'll put a link to the post in the description. And they talk about how they wanted things to sort of peak at level 80 and then it winds down. They're removing the option to buy levels, like similar to Fortnite, but with the option to, like, they're removing the option to buy levels, but they aren't necessarily like removing, or they aren't necessarily making the XP ramp faster, if that makes sense. Like, it's still slow. Like, it feels slow. I've played maybe 4 to 5 hours of MTG Arena over the last 3 days, and I think my Mastery Pass is level 3. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm sure if, like, in the video it might be a little higher because I played, to get more footage, and it might have gone up, but I am pretty sure, I'm like 100, maybe 99% sure that my Mastery Pass is only like level 3 or 4, which just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel good. This another part of battle passes that I just don't like. Like, it really like chains you in. It makes you feel like, well, if I don't do this thing, in the next 90 days, like, I'm not gonna be competitive, or I'm not gonna have an edge. Like, I'm gonna have underpowered things and I'm not gonna have fun, and then I'm just gonna stop playing. I'd be curious to see what more like hardcore players think of it, because I'm sure that like someone who plays MTG Arena, they stream MTG Arena and like that's what they play, they're gonna be probably totally fine. Like, they're gonna get all these packs, they're gonna do all their drafts and do well, and they're gonna have all the cards they need. But then at some point it's like, what does for someone who pretty much is an infinite booster draft player because they're just so good at drafting and playing the game, like, what does the mastery system actually offer them in the end? Not really anything. Like, it offers them some cosmetics and stuff, but that's kind of it. Like, you know, the cards sort of don't mean anything to that player because they're just playing booster drafts over and over again. They're not really constructing a deck. So I don't know. It's a weird sort of issue. It seems like they're kind of listening, but you know, I'm shrugging. You can't see it, but I don't know. It is a strange sort of thing, and I need to do a larger video about battle passes, but I'm just getting a little tired of battle passes. I think that they make me not want to play a game more than they make me want to play a game, if that makes sense. Because it really activates people's FOMO, or their fear of missing out, for those of you who have never heard the word FOMO. But I don't know. Let me know how you're feeling about the MTG Arena Battle Pass in the description. I don't know about this, but we'll see. I'm still going to keep playing the game. I love the game so much that, like, it's not going to stop me from playing, but, like, I definitely do not like this, and I don't know. It's weird. I have a lot of conflicting feelings, as you can tell. Anyways, remember to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bye, everybody. Love you.